Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode here of Tritoncraft. I am Nick and everything's a little bit different behind me. Also, the lights above my head are really bright and I did not prepare for this. So it looks like really dark down here, and I tried to kind of white balance it and like light balance it out and get everything figured out, but I just couldn't really get it to work. So we're going to keep working with that. But the background behind me changed. Unfortunately, like all my posters and stuff, I felt like it was just too busy, and I want to get like a green sheet and I want to do some like actual like straight up green screen stuff. So I think it'd be really cool. So we're gonna get that going probably in another few weeks or so. You might see that in another few episodes or so, whatever the case may be. But of course, as you can see, am in the raid farm, so we're going to jump over into the game. And I'm working with two monitors now, so this is so much easier for me to be able to move back and forth between stuff and do different things. Oh, it's so nice. So I'm super thrilled that you could join me, because we are going to be starting a brand new project today, ladies and gentlemen. But before we do, we've got to go back over to the main base. We got to assemble a whole bunch of supplies and do, well, a lot of things. We got to do a lot of things before we are going to be ready. So let's get ourselves moving here. And like I said, I was running the raid farm, and I don't know where. Yeah. So I had to fix this thing. So I'm a derp. I'm a complete and total derp. I messed this whole thing up. The hopper system. I AFK'd here for a whole night, and only 2 rows of chests had filled in. And it was because I messed up the hopper line coming in, and I didn't have it splitting out into any of the other chests. So I fixed the hopper line. Now it's all completely well and good. And I didn't AFK for very long earlier. I was only AFK'd for just like a little bit, just to see, you know, what I could grab here. But one thing we're definitely going to need is emerald blocks, because we are going to be building something green. We're going to be building something very green, as a matter of fact. And I'm kind of really excited to actually put it together. And I'm really also very excited, number one, to be building in a new area. It's not going to be built over in the old area. It's not going to be built over near the island or anything like that. We're actually going to be building it over in this area near the village. We're actually, I mentioned this in another episode. I think it was in the World Tour. Just the episode 20, which thank you so much for all of the amazing feedback. I got a bunch of feedback on Twitter. Some people were commenting over on the video itself. I really do appreciate it. So thank you very much for watching that. But right here, I put a little platform thingy out there just to kind of mark that this was going to be something. It's going to be a nice big build. We're going to make something really nice out there. But I just want to kind of ditch all this junk first. All these totems. Although they have saved me on more than one occasion. And I think the rest of this stuff we're kind of just going to leave here. I'm not really going to worry too much about it right now. Next time we AFK at the farm, we can obviously take care of all of this nonsense here. Well, you know what? We're going to take care of the books. Can you get... It was like it was glued to my hand for a second there. It was like, wouldn't come off my hand. So yeah, let's chip our way through all these books really quick here. I want to go back to the main island, though, and I want to show you guys a couple things back there that I have been working on. Since the last time I recorded. I have not, honestly, with everything going on with this coronavirus and everything, I have not had a lot of time to play Minecraft of late. So I'm kind of, thrilled and excited to be getting back on here and playing Minecraft. Also, I've been heavy in preparation. You can see right down there, right at the bottom of the screen. My fist is punching at it. Yeah. The live stream for The Cure, ladies and gentlemen, is again set for May 27th through the 31st. We're going to be doing 48 hours of live stream content to raise money for the Cancer Research Institute. It's going to be super fun and amazing. I really do hope that you will turn out. But unfortunately, with all the planning and stuff I have to do for live stream for The Cure, it takes away from Minecraft time. But I do still promise we're going to get weekly episodes out here at the very least for you guys. So I don't want you to think that I'm going to forget all about you or anything like that. It's definitely still going to happen. So yeah, so now, I mean, we've got so many emerald blocks, it's just kind of dumb. And we've got so many emeralds back at the main base too. So it's not anything we're ever really going to have to worry about. So let's grab our stuff here. And we need that stuff. This is all just random stuff from when I had to fix the thing. I don't even know how I end up doing this stuff. There we go. Let's get ourselves geared out here. Let's get this box back in our ender chest. Boop. And yes, we got a bunch of random stuff here that I had to dig out, but because I had to fix the hopper lines, I actually had to remove some of the filler blocks that I have in the ceiling up there, even though I don't really need filler blocks because it's only a 1 block gap and nothing can spawn in there. Doesn't matter, I I'm a completionist. And you guys get how it is, right? Because you gotta just... Oh my lord! It was me just hitting the button to switch the camera view, and that's just where it was. I'm so sorry, ladies. Oh, you are welcome. There you go. Get some fireworks flapping up in there for you. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, ring that bell. Get that bell on for me. I would really, really appreciate it. Hit that like button. Let YouTube know that you really, really do like the content. And this is my favorite part about leaving this base now, is ever since I finished this path here, which I finished on a live stream. If you have not been, go over to live stream, twitch.tv/epicfilmguys, and make sure you're subscribed there so you can tell when I go live, because I like to do live stream events over there. And one of the things I did when I was over there is we built this path that comes all the way from the main village. And of course, we're going to build a path over to our brand new build area when we get that built as well. And that's going to come right into this village. I do want to do some stuff in this village, but I really, really can't be bothered right now. Number one, I want to shrink the size of it. I think it's way too big. Way, way, way too big. And it wouldn't be bad getting some different villager types over here that I could really utilize to kind of my benefit here. There we go. Now, I got really good at doing this off camera. Let's see if we can do it on camera. Ready? Whoop. Well, no. Oh, I was so close. I have been able to do it, but I will never be able to do it recording. Every time I do it, it'll be, you know, off camera, and I won't be able to do it every single time. It makes me mad there's a ghast, like, floating up there. I don't even know how he's up there, because there's, like, no room for him up there, so I don't even know how he's in there. Let's get some food in the belly. There we go. Get some food in the belly. And let's take the nether portal back home. Whew. Oh, wow. That was some running, guys. That was some running that I just had to do to secure all of these materials. Some of them were already ready to go, like these bricks, which we've got. Oh, wow, you're spoiling things for me, box. If I had my hand on, I could probably see a lot better. So we're gonna bring all these bricks over. We're gonna do some brick work and whatnot. I got all these from the stonemasons. We got to make sure we put those to good use. And then we've got a whole bunch of different colors of glass in here. We've got some gray, some light gray. So we've got a lot of grayscale stuff. Like, you know, we've got white, black, both grays. We've got a bunch of emeralds here. We've got a ton of green stained glass. And then we've got a whole bunch of different terracottas, some quartz pillar. Got sea lanterns, gravel, green concrete powder. We've got a whole bunch more quartz, a whole bunch of glazed terracotta in that box there. We've got some white concrete, gray and light gray concrete, and just a little bit of black. I don't think we're going to use too much black concrete out there. And then, of course, we have our whole shulker box full of diorite right here. The only other thing we need to grab before we leave is these guys. 2 stacks of spruce saplings. And we're going to just harvest and, you know, cut down whatever wood we need, but we're going to be accenting a lot of this with spruce. And I think it's going to make for a much, 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 much nicer looking build palette. And, I mean, we've got, this is a lot of blocks. This is a lot of blocks. And this is probably over-prepared, but, you know, we don't want to have to take too many runs over here. You know, we don't want to have to take too many runs over here. So, you know, we want to make sure we get everything that we possibly can. So I just want to show you guys the things that I've been working on over here really, really quickly. And then we are going to head over to the new area. So I will see you in just a moment in, well, what may or may not be the final version of our new library. All right, and welcome back. And yeah, let me just show you really, really quickly, just because I want to get you guys' feedback on it. Let me know what you think, if I should continue with this, or I had another cool idea. Maybe instead of doing a more classical approach like this, where the bookshelves are just lining the wall and whatnot, maybe we have them hanging from the ceiling. And, you know, we have some fence posts, not walls, just fence posts, and we have them dangling down from the ceiling. And they could just kind of be suspended here, and then maybe there would be a block of clearance between the bookshelves and the ground. And, you know, they would obviously be out from the wall a little bit, so they'd probably be more like a row here and then like a row here. So then you'd have a 2-gap walkway there, and there, like in the middle and on each side. So let me know what you think of that. I was kind of thinking of that idea, and I was kind of thinking maybe that would look cool, and I didn't really know necessarily which one I wanted to go for. I could also do both, because I could do the hanging bookshelf portion out in here somewhere. But yeah, so this is something I concepted. I actually had a stack of bookshelves in the middle here as well. The room kind of gets too cluttered, and there's kind of almost too much detail in it at that point. So what I decided to go for was just this mishmash of just a bunch of different block types. You can see we've got some stairs here. We've got just little, little pots and stuff. We've got some armor stands, some flowers in the pots. We got a painting of a pumpkin randomly. And then some different workstations in here. So, cartography table here. Stuck a, smithing table in there. Stuck some barrels in here. Different things like that, just to kind of chuck some details in here. And then I stuck some leaves in here, almost as if this is kind of an overgrown underground library, something of this nature. I wasn't 100% sure, like I said, exactly, but it was way too busy with the thing in the middle here. I think this is vastly improved, and actually this is the first time I've looked at it since I actually built it. This is the same design for this little painting thing with the lights in it that's downstairs as well in the enchanting room. I kind of really like this. But, obviously we kind of need some more stuff out here, though. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Should we maybe go try for that dangling design? Should I just pilot it and then we'll see what it looks like in the next episode or whatever? But this is one thing I did definitely crack at and tried to get a little bit of work done on. I really love this shelf here because obviously you've got the stairs in here, and then you've got the stairs up here that creates this little shelf where the armor stands are sitting. I think that looks really cool, and I would do another one of those because obviously we have the ladders here so you can climb up. I would do another one of those up here somewhere because, the lanterns are here. Obviously, we don't want to make too much more space, but yeah, just let me know what you think of that, because I think it could look really, really cool. And I just love, like you have the barrels, like the sticking out texture of the barrels like that there, but then you also have this texture of the barrels too with the sides of them sticking out there. Just, random, just different blocks, different things chucked in here. But I really, really like it. There's nothing under there, but I really, really think it looks cool. I'm really a big fan of this. I'm really, really trying to get more detail-oriented in my builds, but I'm also trying not to get too detail-oriented. That's one of the biggest things that I want to kind of avoid, is I want to kind of avoid doing too much detail and kind of drowning everything out. And like I said, that bookshelf that was in the middle of this room was way overkill. But I really, really do think that that's probably a decent screenshot for this episode. Let's go ahead and grab it there. All right, so let's get this here. Perfect. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of the library. I'm a pretty big fan of it. Like I said, this is the first time I've taken a look at it since I actually built it. And since I ripped out the other portion, of course, we've just got a whole bunch of extra blocks here that I've been working with. All these bookshelves were very generously donated by the raid farm. Almost all of them, between those and the librarians and the trading hall. But a lot of these books are just de-enchanted books that came from the raid farm, because I had stacks upon stacks upon stacks out there. I ran out of bookshelves at one point, and I was like, oh, I don't want to have to farm leather or do something silly like that, because I don't have many bookshelf villagers over in the trading hall. Only 4, I believe. So it's not a terrible amount here. And I do notice it is a little bit janky, even with the bubble columns and whatnot we've got going on in here, because there's bubble columns all through these walls and everything in here. Honestly, I think I want to go through here and remove some of those. Not that I don't like them as a detail setting. We could honestly replace them with these kelp ones, because I think these kelp ones are a little bit, a little bit less performance intensive, even though that is an animated block as well, even though I don't even have the fancy bubbles on. You know what the funny thing about it is, too, is this is only a Chroma Hills thing, where the bubbles go in the opposite direction of the way the column goes. If I switch this back over to regular Minecraft, these bubbles are flowing in the right direction to flow down. So, yeah. Let me know what you think of that. Let me go show you the one other thing that I did do a lot of work on in the interim. Kind of just grinded it out while I was doing some work on some different things. And this was like one of the things that I've really been trying to get more work done on lately. And you might see it down below here. It is the tower, the big giant turtle, as I've been calling it. And we have finished an entire quarter of it. One entire quarter of it has blocks now running all the way up to the very tippity top. And I missed the thing. Of course I did. So let's see if we can actually maybe make the landing this time, huh? Yeah, there we go. But yeah, we now have blocks for this entire section running all the way up the side here. Again, this is very, very much meant to look asymmetrical. I do not want this to look symmetrical on all 4 sides. Obviously, I will never be able to replicate this block layout. Like, I mean, unless I was doing something, you know, like I had World Edit or something like that. I may come in here and do some trimming to kind of taper this down a little bit easier, a little bit smoother, because it gets kind of jagged in the middle here. And then it's a steep decline there, and then it's a steep decline kind of here down toward this middle section. So I'm not 100% sure exactly what we're going to do with all of these things in here just yet. But yes, we finished one entire side of this. And I really think, and I mentioned this when I was first building this thing, I said the real tell of this thing is going to be what it looks like when you're kind of flying in at it from a distance. And I really, really think that from a distance, I really think that that's where it shines, especially at night, because there's so many sea lanterns in it. It glows so brightly. And let's get on top of the cactus farm, and you can really kind of get a good picture of it from up here as well. I really, really think that looks really, really nice. I like the way, and I'm glad I kind of put those wood colors in there, so it adds a little bit of a warmer color in there, aside from all those different cool colors. But you got the black, you got the cyan, and then you've got the different kind of aqua colors from the dark prismarine, the regular prismarine, the prismarine brick, and everything. And like I said, I really, really like that. I think it looks really, really nice. I can't wait to get the entire tower done, because it's just going to look that much better. But I also did one more thing in the tower here. So I want to show you guys that before we get too far here. And I finished up this floor right here. We've got this floor all set up in here. And I don't have any idea. I've got a couple ideas for farms I want to put in here, including an automatic wool farm. You know, just because I've been watching a lot of Hermitcraft Season 7. And I don't know why I never concepted this. But one of those things would definitely help, because it would give me way less sheep. If I just had like one of each kind of sheep and just an automatic observer to detect the grass block and just automatically shear them as soon as they do that. But then again, that depends on whether or not they've added that functionality to Bedrock, because I know that was something with the shears. They only added that to, I think it was it 1.14? I can't remember exactly what it was in Bedrock Edition. I'm not 100% sure. So our kelp farm is, believe it or not, almost full. Believe it or not. But I also need to get more fuel over here for this thing. And, you know, so the kelp, just to kind of 2 seconds to vent about it. So this is, again, another one of... Now, they were supposed to have fixed this. This was supposed to be a bug fix. So I think what they did... when they did this quote-unquote bug fix is they fixed the growth rate of kelp. So kelp itself grows a lot faster now. So the stalk grows a lot faster, but they did not remove the age mechanic from kelp in the game, meaning that if a piece of kelp, if I place it here, and again, this is Bedrock, I have no way of telling anything about what this is supposed to look like or whatever the case may be. If this is placed at an age of 25, then it will never grow, regardless. So the kelp that we do place that is good age-wise grows faster, but I have to kind of keep coming in here periodically whenever I see this stuff. I have to keep coming in here. We have to go down here, and we have to grab the kelp, and we have to smack it out of here, and we have to replant it, and hope that it gets an age value that's not 25. It makes it a little bit easier, because otherwise we're just going to keep having the same issue where some of the kelp is just not going to grow. So I have yet to... I want to fill up the entire system. Like, that's really what I'm aiming to do right now, is the entire smelting system needs to be full of kelp before I really start using this as a form of repairing weapons and stuff. The Guardian farm, I mean, honestly, the Guardian farm does a better job of it, but the Guardian farm, you have to do all the nonsense of going over there, spawning the Guardians, then go to the Nether, then, you know, you got to deal with the lag issues that the Guardian farm causes and all those things. So this ends up just being a much faster, much more, you know, efficient. It's just kind of right here, right off of the island. I've got to finish up some different detail work down in here. You'll have to let me know what you think of this for a light concept down here. I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. I don't want the lights exposed, because this is a very just like visual noise kind of build, and that's why I built the floor in here like this, because I want to kind of try to detract away from that a little bit, and I wanted to kind of do whatever. I want to put a slab over these, but I'm not sure what. I just grabbed the smooth stone and chucked it in here. I got to obviously do some stairs. I like that it creates that little bit of depth. I had full slabs here and it just was too much, so I think the stairs adds just the right amount here. But yeah, I think I need a darker color slab. I don't want to do dark prismarine though. It's got to be some kind of contrasting color to contrast against against all of this green in here. I'm thinking maybe a wood slab. Maybe if we had like a dark oak plank slab or something like that, we could chuck that in here. That would be dark enough. Too bad they don't do like concrete slabs. That would be really nice if I could get something like really dark, like a black concrete slab or something, and then they still emit light the way that they do. I don't know. Anyway, those are my thoughts on that. I am going to finish up some stuff, and I'm going to meet you over at the new build site for our new project, where we are going to break ground, ladies and gentlemen, on the new project. Hang on. Welcome back, everybody, and we are here. So we placed this here. I don't think I did this on camera. I think I did this during the live stream, actually, but I really, really like this area out here. You can see we are just outside of the village over there that has our end portal in it. There's the jungle tree I planted over there. Some of those big, tall spruce trees we got over there. So we are just outside of our major village there, and this whole area, everything over here, is what we are going to end up converting into our new base. All of this land is going to get terraformed over here, and we are going to create something that I really hope will be a magical and amazing kind of build. I'm not sure exactly where the terraforming is necessarily going to end, but probably at least over to this area over here as we kind of start coming up this hill. I may taper the ground back in. We're going to have to kind of see exactly what becomes of it. I also kind of really like this island out here as well, and this is kind of part of another continent, or well, it looks like it is, but it's actually not. I thought it was. But yeah, so this basically, this area right here is going to become a home to a brand new mega build, and I'm super excited to break ground on this thing, because I honestly, I will be honest with you guys, I logged in the other day and I started playing around in the world, and I kind of started working on the tower, and I kind of started doing some stuff, and I was just kind of like, you know what, like, I need a break from all this stuff, because I've been working too hard and too long on all this different stuff that's based on the island over there. And you know, I really wish, do I have any leads? Because I would love to just capture this guy and kind of start using him as the basis for my new sheep farm. I don't have any leads, of course. Why would I have leads? That would be a silly thing to have. So yeah, you're lucky, Mr. Sheep. Actually, can you just get... That hole's way too deep. I dug that thing. Stop moving! He's like, no. He's like, I will not be trapped by you. Fall. Nope. There we go. Okay, he's in there. He is in there. We're going to actually cover him up in there, just so we know where he is. And we're... so much work for one sheep. Oh, jeez. Strikes me that I don't have any wheat or anything like that, so... You know, we've got a lot of stuff to do over here, because we obviously want to get a food source going over here. We want to get a lot of different stuff. We want farms, all that different stuff. But first things first, we need to do some terraforming. But like I said, I logged in and I just couldn't, guys. I just could not do anything. Like, I wanted to work on some projects, and I was just like, I need to do something new. I really, really want to do something new. And I just didn't know what that was. And this is a project that ever since I kind of found this area, I've had gestating in my head. Ooh, there's a cave down there. We might have to go caving, old school Minecrafting, sometime later. Ooh, maybe. I'm gonna plant some of these trees now while I talk to you guys here. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I just, you know what, I just want to do something new for a little while in Minecraft. I just want to get some new things done and work on some new projects. Strike out for some new ground. I should have brought bone meal. I don't know why I never bring bone meal anywhere to grow any plants or anything like that, because we have the skeleton farm. And we have the fish farm, or I'm sorry, the tree farm, which is a de facto fish farm, which is also a bone farm. Because, you know, fish drop bones, tons of bones. And boink. It's nice to see that these passive mobs are spawning over here, like cows and sheep and stuff like that, because we're going to be able to collect some of those and use those for farms. I may need cows for a leather farm or something, although I'm not 100% sure why. Only because, I mean, really, I've got the raid farm over there. If I ever need leather for books or anything like that, I mean, honestly, I could just go do the raid farm and then I would just have a ton of those. That's a weird grass effect. Look. It just looks weird. I noticed that down here too. It just, I don't know. Anyway, So yeah, so we are going to be ripping out a whole huge area here. And I mean a whole huge area here. And we're going to be kind of transforming the ground. And we're going to be doing a lot of different work. And then we're going to get set to work building a pretty big structure. We're going to have a lot of smaller stuff built around it. And you guys can kind of try to... I'll let you guys guess. I'll let you guys kind of start thinking over in the comments exactly what I'm going to be working on here. But I mean, again, we've got 8 shulker boxes just full of stuff here. Just absolutely full of stuff. So let's stage these guys. I want to stage these guys. I want to just see the majesty of all of this stuff spread out in front of me. And we'll get up here and we'll work on tearing this stuff out of here. There was grass there, and I don't like that. You know what? Fine. We're just going to put them in a T. There's millions of dollars buried under a big T. Don't mind me. So yeah, it's just like I said, I really like that there's passive mobs and stuff spawning over here. But yeah, so I mean, I love that we've got all these materials. This is all just going to be absolutely amazing, and it's not going to be enough, especially in terms of the green glass and stuff for the things that I have planned. Not going to be anywhere near enough of that green glass, I should say. Unfortunately. And I mean, you can obviously tell our primary build palette is going to be with this white concrete. We're going to use this smooth quartz, and we're going to use this diorite. And I think that's going to really punch really well together. And it's all going to be accented with green, but not grass green, because we got to rip all of this grass out of here. So we are officially, ladies and gentlemen, going to take a shovel out of this guy and start our terraforming, and that is going to mark the end of this episode as we break ground on a new mega project that we are going to be working on. Oh, this feels so good. I cannot even begin to tell you. I'm waiting for those trees to grow because I need wood, because I'm just going to build some chests, and we're just going to shove this stuff into chest monsters over here. We're not even going to worry about it right now. We're going to have to deal with it sometime later. We don't even have time to deal with this stuff right now. I don't want to make it so we can't get back up there later, so I'm going to kind of make sure I leave myself a little bit of space to get back up there. Plus, we want our tree to, this is just so weird to me. It's like it's caught between two worlds, like it doesn't know what it wants to be. I think it kept changing too, as I was kind of chipping away the grass in one section or another. It kind of kept chipping away. I see there's a pig over here too. I like it. I like it. Mr. Piggy. How are you, Mr. Piggy? Yes, are you good? Are you good? Good. Oh, there's my sheep. I'm like, what is that? What is that in there? Oh yeah, it's my sheep I put in there. Good Lord. Yeah, the sheep because I mean, I want to get a wool farm going. And I think it's really important, to have sheep. So if I find another sheep, what I need to do is I need to grab some wheat. I'll probably go to the village and see if I can pillage any crops. If there's a wheat farm over there, just so I can grab some wheat so I can start breeding up some sheep. So I can build some automated wool farms, because if I want some accent blocks of different colors, the wool is going to be just different enough, I think. So the wool's going to just add that little bit of extra flavor that I would need, I think. Can he get out of there? Just in case he can. I don't trust him. I don't trust you in there. I want to make sure we don't... Yeah, we need to just leave him in there. All right? So I can just open this up now. Because... Well, actually, nope. If a wolf comes by or something, somebody's going to go in there and bite him. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I super appreciate you checking out the channel. Thank you so much. Please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss new videos every single Wednesday. We're going to be dropping new content here